The Paul brothers are making a comeback, and it may not be for the wrong reasons this time. The brother duo has been well-known personalities for a while now, with both making a name for themselves in whatever field they have been in, whether in social media or combat sports. Let's talk more about what these YouTuber-turned-professional fighters have been up to. The Paul brothers may be taking over the world as the next Kardashians. We're just a few days away from the crowning of the new WWE champion this Saturday at Crown Jewel, which is when Logan Paul is going to be squaring off against Roman Reigns, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. Undefeated pro boxing champion Jake Paul firmly believes his brother will be taking the crown. Reigns have been blitzing through opponents over the past few years, and the chances of Logan winning against him are slim to say the least, even if his brother refuses to acknowledge it. The results of the match are expected to be pretty straightforward, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this is an unexpected pairing of superstars from two entirely different worlds. The kind of coupling makes WWE so intriguing, especially when it's a show as huge as the one at Crown Jewel. Jake's excitement for his brother is barely containable. He says, "I'm so proud of him. It's serendipitous that this event and my event are happening on back-to-back weekends. We're taking over the world. We're the next Kardashians." But the brothers haven't always been this celebrated. They gained notoriety in around 2015 when they started posting comedy sketches and content on YouTube, even though they originally started coming up with internet content at around 10 years old. Unfortunately, we all know that all that fame has come with its fair share of controversies. In 2018, Logan was called out for posting a video of an apparent suicide victim in Japan's Aokigahara forest and briefly lost all advertising rights later that year. Jake became the subject of and harassment claims, which he denied. You couldn't go on the internet for a while without coming across a Paul brothers scandal. Despite their online presence, the brothers successfully transitioned their cultural clout into their newly found in-ring careers. The problem child believes that Logan's foray into WWE is part of what they're building together. In 2018, the Paul brothers had their first taste of combat fighting when they went up against KSI and his younger brother, Deji Olatunji. Both brothers were successful in their respective fights and moved on to professional competitions shortly after. Jake fell head over heels in love with boxing and now calls himself absolutely obsessed with it. On the other hand, Logan transitioned into professional wrestling, picking up a victory in his first match at WrestleMania 38, where he teamed up with The Miz. Paul and Miz were up against each other at SummerSlam, with Paul coming out on top again. He signed with WWE at around the same time. As for Jake, just last Saturday, he defeated MMA legend Anderson Silva in his super close match, with Jake scoring a brutal knockdown in the final round. He walked away victorious, and just a week later, we're about to see brother Logan take on Roman Reigns in the main event of WWE Crown Jewel. While Jake seems confident about Logan's victory, Logan is equally supportive of his brother's career, stating that they are taking over two highly entertaining sports, boxing and wrestling, in a way that has never been done before. We're making history as we speak, a sport ruled by icons like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Joe Louis, and Sugar Ray Robinson, has recently seen an influx of interest thanks to the Pauls. The brothers have stormed combat sports and are expected to dominate the circuit for years. There's little that can stop them at this point. So, can Logan beat long-standing WWE champion Roman Reigns? Even though it's just his third professional wrestling match, Logan Paul has already challenged Roman Reigns for the WWE Universal Championship at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. As we mentioned before, Reigns has a bit of an advantage in experience, so the odds are stacked against this Paul brother. Roman Reigns always has the numbers advantage in the ring, with ringside interference from Paul Heyman, Solo Sikoa, and the Usos. He's been able to guard his lengthy title reign on several occasions. So if Logan wants to land that lucky shot on the tribal chief, he will need a little ringside help. And help is on the way. Little brother Jake's appearance was teased in an earlier investor's call. According to Wrestling Observer Radio's Dave Meltzer, Jake is heading to Saudi Arabia to help his brother beat Roman Reigns. Is this the beginning of Jake Paul's arrival to the WWE? Big brother Logan seems to think so. He has been outspoken about his brother's future, saying that Jake may join the WWE. In an interview with Ryan Satin, he talked about how it was only a matter of time before he fought in the WWE. Since we might see that happen this Saturday, Jake stepping into the wrestling world may not be that far off either. Logan also talked about how he realizes how appealing it would be to fans and the business if the pair wrestled together someday. He said that if he were a fan watching two brothers dominate two highly entertaining sports, his curiosity would be piqued. So does that mean we're going to see the Paul brothers face off against each other? In September, while talking about how Jake gets beaten up by his sparring partners, Logan said he believed a face-off against his brother was inevitable. He said that in 2 to 4 years, the world might see them beating the S out of each other in the ring, and that it would make for one of the most historical fights in television history. When asked the same question, Jake also responded positively, stating that he would be down for the challenge. What seems to be stopping both brothers at the moment is resistance from their parents. According to a podcast Jake appeared on recently, the Paul's parents have forbidden their sons from fighting each other in the ring, but another potential issue for them could be figuring out what sport they would compete in if they were to take on this challenge. While Logan is in professional wrestling with WWE, Jake appears to be fully immersed in boxing. While he has experience in boxing fights against KSI, he's not as good at it as his brother. Let's get back to Logan's upcoming fight against Reigns. What's next if he does win? The Paul brothers are known for picking fights with some big names, and the trend shows no signs of slowing down soon. Logan has already picked out his next opponent, and it's none other than, wait for it, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He would be willing to put the title he is yet to win on the line in a match with the legendary superstar. In an interview with Sports Bible, Logan said, "It has to be because we have so much history. We go way back, and he's larger than life, man. I like taking on those types of personalities." For a while now, we've been hearing about The Rock being a potential opponent for Reigns at WrestleMania 39, but according to the Wrestling Observer, that's only possible if the Hollywood star's busy schedule permits it. Nothing is official yet, but fans can dream. As for Logan Paul and The Rock squaring up against each other in the ring, we wouldn't hold our breath. The Rock cut ties with Logan Paul after the dead body incident. On a podcast, Logan talked about his fallout with Johnson as one of the saddest moments of his life. Johnson had gotten in touch with Logan's publicist, asking him to remove every picture and video that he had done and posted with him. Logan stated that while he understood that to be a reasonable request, he was more than just bummed about his hero wanting to have nothing more to do with him. According to Logan, Johnson reached out to him a few months ago via Instagram DMs to comment on a video he had recently posted, but the pair didn't stay in touch beyond that. Considering how that relationship ended, it's unlikely that The Rock would take time out of his acting and filming schedule for a fight against Logan Paul soon. Well, that's all we have for you guys today. Do you think Jake's presence at Crown Jewel will help keep the bloodline from swinging the match in Reigns' favor? And how likely do you think a face-off between The Rock and Logan Paul is? Let us know all your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe for more content like this.